And now, he is AEW's first Grand Slam champion. He has 95 wins as an AEW original, not including his win against diverticulitis. After defeating Zack Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door, he proved to himself, his fans, the wrestling world, and Michael Nakazawa that he is on top of his game. His next step on a 4-match winning streak is his last chance to win his second AEW World title. He is the winner. He is the best back machine.
It's always special when we have an AEW World Championship title match on Dynamite, but this, you can cut the tension with a knife.
So much riding on this one, gentlemen, and obviously Kenny Omega's career, really.
Let's go back to the ring and Justin Roberts.
Introducing the challenger from Winnipeg, Manitoba, by way of Orlando, Florida, weighing 224 pounds, he is Kenny and his opponent from Plainview,
I want you right there. I don't trust that low life.
he is not from filthy Florida, the land of racism and incest. He is the man who kicked out of the one-winged angel like it was nothing. He is the man who will end Kenny Omega's legacy. He is your 3-time reigning and defending All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Referee Bryce Rems will join the assignment for tonight's main event, and extremely high stakes. As you mentioned, Tony, if MJF is victorious tonight, Kenny Omega can never challenge for the AEW World Championship again in his career.
And obviously not lost on Kenny Omega. We heard from him right at the top of our telecast about that. By the way, MJF did kick out of the one-winged angel, but that was after the second referee came in about 2 minutes later, if we'll recall. And that happened, well, 87 days ago.
And as we mentioned, always special AEW World Championship match on a Wednesday night, and we will stick with this one for as long as it takes, should it even go. The full 16 minutes, Omega off to the races. MJF the sidestep.
MJF saw it coming, Taz. He knew what Omega would do.
Yeah, he could see the adrenaline was just percolating right through Kenny. But now both Omega and MJF going punch for punch, but Kenny's getting the advantage.
As we mentioned, the stipulation that Kenny Omega agreed to, but also Omega has never been able to defeat MJF. Their two previous meetings, both were taken by the AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
And that rents space in your head when that happens. You know, when someone, you feel like they have your number, nice German suplex, but you feel like someone has your number, and that might be the case here with Kenny.
Omega looking for one-winged angel early.
Go for it and
But
get it.
MJF gouging the eyes, and both these men spilling to the floor. Omega colliding with our desk.
Yeah, that was a shot right there.
And Kenny Omega hit very, very hard, gentlemen. Now you could hear it, we could see it.
MJF and Kenny Omega battling on the outside. Actually, MJF going over the barricade. And MJF trying to maybe run from Kenny Omega. And this is where the referee's discretion comes in, gentlemen. Nobody wants to see our main event end in a count out, double count out.
Yeah, but he's gonna let it fly. I would assume Bryce Rensburg, the ref, is for the world title. Of course. So two AEW originals from day one when this company started. Both these men were a big part of it, especially Kenny being one of the pioneers to start the company.
Yeah, and a tip to the captain Bryce Rensburg for allowing us to go this far, gentlemen. You are right. He knows how much is on the line here.
Kenny Omega, as you mentioned, Taz, a foundational piece of AEW, but somebody that knows that only the best in the world will hold the AEW World Championship. If Kenny truly wants to consider himself to be the best, he has to regain that title. And Omega, by even his own admission, MJF just playing games with the crowd here in St. Pete Clearwater. But Kenny Omega, by his own admission, Taz, has said that he has more runway behind him than he does in front of him as far as his pro wrestling career is concerned.
Well, he's being honest, you know, and he's aware of that. I mean, and I respect that. That's how I felt when I knew, you know, I'm going to hang these things up here. Sometimes you just know, and it happens at different ages.
MJF taking a tumble through the chairs, courtesy of Kenny Omega, the former AEW World Champion.
We've got a very large crowd here, spread out way in the back, and that's how far back they're fighting.
And for the fans that have been with us since the days in Jacksonville, Daly's Place, it's a very different configuration here at the Baycare Sound. There's a big field. It is filled with fans that they brought their picnic blankets, right, to watch from out there behind the seated area. But right now, Omega is taking advantage of that seated area, introducing MJF intimately to those red chairs.
MJF's got to get some momentum here. I don't want to see MJF lose this title. This is my personal opinion. I mean, I'm obviously not, you know, I'm not allowed to root either way, you know.
I can tell you're not.
Now Omega dragging MJF, champion and challenger, coming back to the ringside area.
Obviously, that's where the match is won or lost. So, and that's what Kenny's got in mind. He might feel Excalibur. He's got Max beaten down enough, and he might.
And Omega, whether he meant to or not, he tossed MJF over that barricade. MJF, back of the head, clipped that chair, that steel chair, on the way down.
Yeah, and let's not forget, you see the tape on the left leg. That knee has been bothering MJF.
It's the match with Roosh.
Absolutely.
Last month, the defense of his AEW World Championship.
Kenny feeling good right now, gentlemen.
Oh my God, Kenny's going to come in quick.
Lined up.
Oh my God.
We saw this in Vancouver. MJF pulling Bryce Rensburg into the path of the V-trigger. This time, Omega pulled up short, but MJF still regaining the advantage. A bite in the face.
Oh, I can't blame the guy. He's trying to retain his title against one of the best ever.
And you know what? I hate to say this, but I do agree with you here. You got to do what it takes. I mean, Kenny Omega loses, he'll be just like Hangman Adam Page, never be able to go after the title again.
Whether you like it or not.
MJF fully believes that he is the best in the world, and as long as he has the AEW World Championship, it's very difficult to argue with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Think of the gentleman that he is, the wrestlers he's defeated. Bandito, Kevin Knight, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Roosh, Brody King, Mike Bailey.
Wait a second. This is how he defeated Samoa Joe last December, using the Heat Seeker, lining up. Nope. MJF sent off. Omega brought over the top into the cutter. MJF covers quickly.
Man, Kenny was kicking for his life that time, gentlemen.
Bicycling the legs.
Smart what Kenny did. He got out of the ring. He didn't just kick out. You see right here, excellent job by MJF with that cutter, and smart how quick he went for the cover. But Kenny showing that tenacity, able to kick out and got himself out of bounds, which is smart by Omega.
Tony, we talked about the knee injury to MJF. That's suffered recently, but it was back in December 2023. Omega diagnosed with severe diverticulitis, a lengthy hospital stay, removal 25 centimeters of his lower intestine, and 13 months away from the ring. Omega never knew if he would be able to wrestle again, let alone at an extremely high level, let alone challenging for the AEW World Championship.
And of course, MJF hit Kenny. Here he goes again. Attempted to. Good move that time.
Omega trying to take himself out of
enough. Sorry to interrupt you. These people here, I mean, they're showing no respect for our champion. Either of you guys, to be honest with you. MJF, I know he gets other people's skin, but he deserves some respect. 3-time world champion. Before he's, 30 years old?
But Taz, we've been talking about all the people he's defeated.
I know. Talking about his accomplishments, talking about how. All right.
But you know, you were talking about the diverticulitis, and it was MJF, will recall, sunk that ring into the gut of Kenny Omega back in April in Dynasty. Remember that?
Wait a second, Omega now. He's taking a climb up the lifeguard chair.
Oh my God! Be careful, man. That's high up.
Omega, what a risk and what a payoff for the challenger.
Boy, risk is right. You can turn an ankle or twist a knee landing like that, Taz.
No, you're right, Tony. This is a dangerous deal.
Wow. Kenny's walking fine.
I mean, you don't get the moniker best bout machine for all these years without doing stuff like that.
Omega potentially with some sand in his eye. We saw how that led to the undoing of Chris Jericho earlier tonight. A situation worth monitoring as this World Championship title main event continues live on Beach Break. Omega making the climb, sizing up the champion, and Omega strikes with the drop kick.
Well, not just the drop kick, but MJF's head whiplashed on that drop kick. And Omega, I think, knows he's in a great spot. And Max got himself really out of dodge, and he's got to avoid getting back in that ring until he shakes out some of those combos. He got nailed right there, guys.
That will probably not be the last time as Omega over the top and once again connects with MJF.
He has MJF down, this young man, the world champion, who no doubt is in the prime of his career. Kenny Omega trying to let everybody know that I still got it, guys, and he does.
That's as it may be the twilight of Kenny Omega's career, but the prime is very much still in effect.
No doubt.
Kenny still has that amazing first step explosion, that quickness, his instincts, his footwork, everything he does right for so many years. And he's cooking right now.
Omega on the move over the top, the blue shadow, and now MJF back up to his feet, but not for long. Omega pressing the attack, neck breaker, and MJF once again trying to take himself out of the range of the challenger.
It's a smart move from MJF. Get out of the way. Kenny Omega fighting for a lot here.
Omega, no!
And Toho, really well done.
And that was where Omega's speed worked against him, Taz.
Yep.
He was moving at a high pace.
That's how he does his thing, Kenny. That's how he nails those V-triggers. He goes full speed. MJF's had him scouted to the drop Toho.
Omega struggling up to his feet. MJF charges in the bypass. Omega snap Dragon suplex.
A lot of times that's the beginning of the end for his opponents. Oh, not this time, though.
To the abdomen.
And the elbow strike backs Omega to the Ross, and Omega counters with a knee. MJF fires back, lariat attempt, swinging on Miz. Both men with the same idea. Both men go down.
Such speed, hitting the ropes. Both men, and a collision in the center, and the fans erupt here in Clearwater.
This is what an AEW World Championship match is, and is happening right now. You see it. How evenly they're matched, different styles, but it's even. Like I said earlier, for me, I love the fact they're both AEW guys from day one. Both of them. I think that's great.
Both AEW guys from day one. And this is a match where you have to just stress the gravity of it for Kenny Omega. Last week, he didn't have long. He had less than 2 hours to decide whether he would risk his future ability to challenge for the World Championship ever again. Ultimately, it was a decision he made. But if it's MJF that prevails tonight, it could be an extremely costly decision as the powerbomb on the knee. And double underhook.
Oh, my.
Oh, driver. This could be it.
He's got it.
2, no.
Man, how the hell?
I don't know, man. I don't know how he got out of that. Kenny Omega.
Kenny's head really just got drilled right into the mat. And I should say ring, and I'm using the word mat. There's not much mat there.
The mat just covers the ring.
The ring.
It's there for traction pretty much and nothing else. As Omega's struggling to the outside, MJF following Omega out to the apron.
Boy, man, this God versus Devil Part 3 is something else.
Wait a second. Taking that.
I don't know, gentlemen.
Ideas here.
Yeah, I think we ought to get out of the way here.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right thing. Just not sure what MJF's up to here.
MJF and Omega. Oh, no. MJF looking for maybe a pile driver up to the desk. But instead, Omega back into the ring, a right hand.
Oh, my God.
MJF teetering. A second right hand. Dangerous territory for both men. Watch out. Oh, speed. Swagger on MJF. Through our desk as this main event. We take our final break of the evening. It will be all action from here on out. Who will leave Dynamite as world champion? We have taken the final break of the evening. This is for the AEW World Championship. This is for Kenny Omega's future, his ability to challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. And the champion, after what happened just a few moments ago, the challenger, seems to have a distinct advantage on the AEW World Champion.
There you see the table that MJF went through.
And it's
Well, yeah, we're going to see this, I believe, right now. What happened before
take a
we
look
look
at this.
break.
Watch how MJF head first through the announce desk.
It's a small miracle the man is still here with us.
And Taz, this desk, as we know, is extra reinforced. It is designed not to break under the weight of a human body.
I know, and you can't blame Kenny. He's doing the right thing. He's got a zone after the body and beat it up to try and get this world title.
He's been, Omega, wait a second, looking for a one-winged angel.
On the outside.
Maybe on the apron, MJF fighting, raking at the eyes of the challenger. Desperation on the part of both men. And Omega, a lucky escape for him.
Wow, what a freaking match, man.
It shows you how important the AEW World Championship is to both of these men and that whole locker room backstage.
Yeah, and
Every time we call it the richest prize in our sport, that's not hyperbole. The lengths that these men are willing to go to are career-shortening. They are life-altering lengths to claim this title.
Totally agree.
and of course Will Ospreay waiting in the wings, so to speak.
Yeah, well, it's up in the air right now, Shibani. Who knows who's going to win this match?
There you go.
Oh, wow! Off the legs. Matt's got the legs up.
Off the barricade. The knees were up, though,
Right
by
into
MJF.
into the abdomen, Excalibur. How smart is MJF? The abdomen.
Oh, wait, now MJF with Kenny Omega inverted on the floor. And oh, no, tombstone on the chair.
That leg, that left knee of MJF right there. And I think the adrenaline got to him, and he screwed up in a way because he didn't realize how screwed up his left knee is.
Exactly, and that's going to haunt him the remainder of this match. And again, like you said earlier, Excalibur, we're going to stick with this one as long as it takes.
Their last match at Dynasty in Vancouver earlier this year went nearly 40 minutes, a punishing pace. A punishing pace under the best of circumstances, Taz. Inside an air-conditioned arena. We are outdoor here. We're right next to the beach.
And it's hot, it's hot as hell, man. Nighttime or not, it's hot.
Heat seeker coming, Excalibur, I do believe.
MJF. Heat seeker avoided again. Jam the knee, but we've seen MJF in the past feign a knee injury.
That pile driver he delivered on Kenny, there's no way he's BSing a knee injury here, in my opinion.
Omega,
Kenny
he slumps to the ropes, can't hit him with the V-trigger.
Can't finish it, yeah, he's exhausted and hurting.
Oh, and look at that. Both men crumple. MJF.
Come on! Omega scores a resounding blow.
The knee may haunt MJF the remainder of this one.
Oh my God, Max is in trouble.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's in big trouble.
Omega looking for one-winged angel again. MJF, no! Wrath from MJF. Or from Kenny Omega on MJF, and now MJF reeling, slumped in the corner. Omega, a chance to seal it, a chance to start his second reign.
Kenny Omega is just
Bang! The V-trigger!
He's using every weapon in his arsenal, and I don't blame him. This is it. He's got to win this title.
Here he goes. Oh.
MJF trying to fight with whatever he has left to avoid being placed on that top rope, to avoid being placed in jeopardy. Further jeopardy by Kenny Omega.
MJF was trying to hook his legs underneath the turnbuckle pad, but could not.
Yeah, palm strike right to the back. 2 palm strikes by Omega.
To the base of the neck.
Not only a battle, it's a freaking struggle is what this is.
Omega.
Oh, this is dangerous here. You know what he's trying to do, Kenny.
It's
Omega's
so
thinking avalanche. One-winged angel. Oh,
no! What did we just see? Holy hell!
Omega got spiked on the crown of his head.
But MJF came up hobbling. It's it.
Heat seeker.
Oh, no, it's over.
He retains. He retains.
No!
Kenny Omega will not die.
How the hell did he kick out?
Unbelievable.
And the chant of Kenny.
Taz, if you notice on the reverse Hurricane Rana, MJF, he had Omega hooked differently. So he maintained control of Omega's body on the entire way down, ensuring that it was almost a pile driver for the second row.
That's a split-second decision while you're trying to get yourself some balance on those ropes.
As MJF once again struggling, that knee injury appearing to give out, or that knee appearing to give out underneath him, and now he's got that AEW World Championship title belt. A crutch, if you ask me, Tony.
Oh, he's got a lot of crutches. We've seen him before. Omega's felt him before. A disqualification, guess what? He'll retain the title, will MJF.
And Bryce Remsburg, the referee, catching MJF red-handed.
Well, Max gave the title back. He's being a gentleman.
Wait a second. Digging into the crutch. He's got the Dynamite diamond ring, another one of his crutches, as he lines up Omega. And meanwhile,
He's going to hit him on the spray.
Ospreay.
What the hell? What's Ospreay doing out here?
Ospreay just took the Dynamite diamond ring.
Ospreay's got the ring, and MJF is...
What a load of BS.
And now Omega with the title. Omega, is he going to make this decision?
Turn around.
Oh, Omega pulls up short as MJF slinks down.
are saying do it.
And Omega, the first time he won the title, it was with the help of Don Callis. Omega wanted to do it his way, and it could be his undoing.
And the ref never saw it. One.
What the hell? Comes alive and won. Look at the face. Look at the face of MJF and of Ospreay.
And MJF just found out what it means to face Kenny Omega when he's 100%.
The frustration that Max has to have. Don't get into a striking game with him, Max.
Quick hands from the challenger. The champion battered, backed up to the ropes. Omega punishing the body, the head.
He's beating the hell out of him.
This God versus Double 3 is absolutely incredible. Incredible.
Bang! Another V-trigger.
He's going to do it again.
Oh, no.
A second in quick succession.
MJF had this match won. If Ospreay doesn't take that damn ring off his finger, it's none of Ospreay's business.
Here comes 3 Excalibur.
Omega. Bang! The third in a row. Perhaps the most emphatic.
Oh, no.
And now, one-winged angel.
All Elite Wrestling World Champion Kenny Omega!
Wow. Kenny made history.
Unbelievable.
But I'm telling you right now, that pisses me off what Ospreay did. If he didn't pull that ring off Max's finger, this wouldn't have happened. But
Ospreay has faced MJF time and time again. He knows the tricks that MJF will employ to retain his title. All Will Ospreay did was level the playing field. And when the playing field was level, Kenny Omega proved that he is the best in the world. He proved that he is the better man. And he proved that he deserves to be the AEW World Champion.
What a freaking night. What an incredible match.
And there you see the graphic go up here in the Baycare sound as it stands right now. It will be Will Ospreay challenging Kenny Omega at All in London, coming up on the Sunday, the 30th of August at Wembley Stadium. What a moment. What a night.
those two men had a great match.
Yeah, man.
Kenny Omega is the All Elite Wrestling World Champion.